Imagine this scenario. A music artist composes, records, and shares their music online for promotion. But 3 weeks later, they find a YouTube video with 1 million views using their songs, without credit or permission. This is where the topic of copyright comes into play and why it's so important to protect the creator and the users. In this video, we'll cover the basics of what copyright is, how you can use copyrighted music legally in your YouTube videos, and the basics of copyright strikes and claims. Stick around until the end where I'll share where you can find music that's safe to use for your YouTube channel. So what exactly is copyright? According to the US Copyright Office, copyright is defined as a type of intellectual property that protects original works of authorship as soon as an author fixes the work in a tangible form of expression. Let's break it down. This means that creators in virtually any medium have the rights to the works they create, even from the moment it's created. This could be artworks, books, movies, videos, and in our case, music. As a result, they have the power to protect it by allowing or not allowing others to use what they've created. Let's start focusing more specifically onto music you can use in your YouTube videos. The music that's created out in the world is owned by their composers, etc. So they're the ones who have to give permission for us to use it. We can't just use any background music we'd like in our videos without getting permission from the original authors, no matter how cool it is. If we do, we run a risk of receiving copyright strikes on our videos, or worse, the creators have the right to take legal action against us in many cases. But we can avoid this. Let's move on to the types of safe music licenses I've researched to give you some more insight. There are 2 types we'll cover in this video: royalty-free licensing and public domain. A royalty-free license gives you permission to use copyrighted music without paying the owner royalties every time you use it in videos. Music in the public domain is often noted as copyright-free, but there are some copyright-free music not technically listed in the public domain. According to Mixkit.co, works labeled as copyright-free refer to works that are not protected by copyright and can be used freely without permission or payment. These works can include content that's in the public domain, meaning their copyrights have expired or have been waived. It's important to note that with both of these licenses, royalty-free and copyright-free, restrictions may still apply. For example, we may not be allowed to use the music for commercial purposes, for example, promotion, increasing sales, or for making money in general. Or we could still need to credit the original author of the music, also known as attribution. It's important that we look closely at the licensing for any music we use, and if you have questions, contact the creator or record label directly. Here's a quick note: fair use is often used for reasoning when using parts of songs, but that field does get pretty murky. At this point, I don't quite understand how it works when it comes to music, so I won't really be covering that in this video. If you are looking for some more details, I recommend that you take a look at some legit legal advice. I am not legit legal advice. Copyright strikes and claims. According to YouTube Help, if you get a copyright strike, it means that a copyright owner submitted a legal copyright removal request for using their copyright protected content. Note that a copyright strike does not automatically mean you're in the wrong. After you get a strike, YouTube has to review it, and based on their review, the strike will either be marked as invalid or your video will be removed. There is still hope though. If your video is removed, you have the option to still appeal it and then prove that the music you're using is in fact your own, argue that it is fair use, or that you have the proper licensing for how you're using it in your video or content. If it is found that you're using unlicensed or improperly licensed music, YouTube says that they'll remove that offending video and the video creator will receive disciplinary action from the platform. Now that all of that's been said, let's go ahead and talk about where you can find some safe music. There are a few options here. I like using the YouTube audio library. There are a bunch of songs and sound effects that you are free to use in your content. Note that some of them do require attribution. There are also paid sites like artlist.io that provide royalty-free music. Custom music for your channel is also an option if you want songs that are personalized for your brand and your vision. If you're looking for another free and easy option, I've created a starter pack of royalty-free music that you guys can use in your YouTube videos and your content. Furthermore, I've made it free! Just check out the link in the description to go ahead and download it.